So today on the blog I posted my essentials for a well-stocked kitchen. So I wanted to show you guys my kitchen and talk you through it and maybe give you some ideas for cookware that you're missing or organization tips. Okay, so here's one side of my kitchen. So you always want to put things that you don't use that often at the top. You'll see for me, that is my waffle maker, my mandolin, my spiralizer, and this massive 8-quart stock pot. Now, stock pots usually come in the pot and pan set that you can buy at the store, which is always going to be your most affordable option. So I definitely recommend having one on hand because if you like to entertain, it's great for batch cooking. And then here, I don't bake a ton. So I have a tart dish, my pie plates, a bundt pan, some cake pans. I mean, honestly, I use them probably once a year. And then here I have kind of my baking essentials. So I definitely recommend having a rectangular baking dish. I got this one from Le Creuset and I absolutely love it. And then a square baking dish. So mine is ceramic. It doesn't have to be ceramic. It can be glass. I would even maybe have 2 on hand. Sometimes I feel like I'm needing an extra one. And then a round pie plate here. I love having these ramekins on hand so that as I'm cooking, I can add ingredients to them and have everything prepped and ready to go. My plates, my bowls. I got this as a hand-me-down from my sister-in-law when she moved out. And I love this because it makes a full pot of coffee and you can do single cup. You can do travel size. I definitely feel like I need a espresso machine though. Okay, if you ever have the opportunity to design your own kitchen or remodel, I recommend these pull-out drawers in all of your bottom cabinets. All of them. You do not need the shelves, and you can fit so much more on these pull-out drawers. So I have all of my pots and pans stacked up. I always recommend a variety of saucepans, a small one, a big one that you could steam like broccoli or cauliflower in. This is the half-quart Le Creuset, and I use this every single week. I love it. I use it for soups. I use it for like bigger pasta sauce batches. I swear with ceramic pots, you literally can't burn anything. So there's such a good investment, and you only need like 1 or 2. Pots and pans. I really need to upgrade my pots and pans. It's a little sad, especially for being a chef. But I like to have a couple non-stick pans, mainly for eggs and omelets. That's really all I use it for. So about an 8-inch and a 10-inch. And then stainless steel pans for everything else. For searing meat and veggies, stir fries. And then a definite must is a nice sized saute pan. This one is a little bit deeper. I don't know if you can tell, but it's great for like one pot meals that serve about 4 people. So I use this one more than probably any pot that I have in my kitchen. Again, I just wrote a blog post on all of this and I updated my Amazon shop, so you can literally shop my kitchen on Amazon if you have any questions about specific utensils. Okay, this is pull-out drawer number 2. You can see, you can really pack a lot on these. It's amazing if you just organize it the right way. So nesting mixing bowls are great if you have smaller spaces because you can stack them all on top of each other. I love my mini food chopper. It's small, so the only thing I can't do in here that I need my food processor for is energy bites, like with Medjool dates. they won't all fit in here. It's too small. But I like to use this one for hummus or pesto or chopping up nuts for energy bites or toppings or things like that. So I love it. And it comes, the lid has 2 little holes here. So if you have a recipe where you need to drizzle in the olive oil, you can do that without having to open up the top, which is genius. A box grater, my nut milk bags, my colanders. This is a mason jar funnel, and it is life-changing, you guys. I use mason jars for storing basically everything, and this makes it so much easier to pour in the mason jar. A couple different measuring cups. I like having a glass one to be able to put in the microwave. And then I also like these because you can see the measurement from the top, which makes it really convenient. Okay, moving on. Cutting board. This is my go-to cutting board. It's a booze block. I love it. I definitely recommend having a wood cutting board on hand for veggies and things like that. But for chicken and meat, I keep these little plastic ones on hand as well, because you don't want to prepare raw meat on a porous surface. So you wouldn't want to put raw chicken breast on your wood cutting board. You would pull out your little plastic guy and cut it on there. If anyone has any questions about anything, feel free to ask them as I'm moving through my kitchen. Okay, my equipment drawer. So these I got from Target and the Container Store, and they're awesome because it keeps things separate in such a big drawer. I love the size of the drawer, but if you were to just add everything into your drawer, it would all get mixed up in like 2 days. So this is my knife block. It's different than what you find where you put the different knives in their little holders. I like this better because it doesn't damage your knife and you can easily just slide them in there. So that's my knife board. This is my knife that I use every single day. It is a Shun knife, 8-inch chef knife. So you really only need 3 knives. A 8-inch chef knife and a serrated knife, and then a paring knife. So those are really the only 3 knives you need. You can see I have like multiple chef knives, but I don't ever really use them. I use my Shun knife, which has its own special case. And then microplanes. Microplanes are a definite. You can grate garlic, you can grate ginger, lemon zest, lime zest. They're amazing. Different sized whisk. A cookie scooper for obviously cookies, but also portioning out energy bites. A veggie peeler, can opener. Okay, so this is a tool. It's called a pastry dough cutter, but if you know me, you know that I don't make biscuits, but I love to have this on hand because it's such a good banana and avocado masher and beans. I find it works a lot better than a potato masher, and it's really easy to hold and manage. So I love this tool. Different kinds of measuring cups. All right, this is, now I'm going to forget the specific name of it, but it's basically an icing spatula, offset. It's an offset spatula. I use this all the time, not because I bake, but because it's so thin, I can easily flip over really delicate things in the oven, like my baked falafel or veggie burgers or something like that. Okay, I think that's everything in here. And then, let's see, up here, I just have platters. I have my toaster. basically my entertaining section. And then I don't really have a true pantry, so I have these pull-out drawers that I made my pantry. My crock pot, hand mixer up there, smoothie ingredients there, and then it's kind of a mess right now. Spices and seasoning, snacks and nut butters, my pasta and grains, and then my canned goods down there. So just keeping everything organized so that you know what you have. That way you're not buying like 10 of the same things because you had no idea you already had it in your kitchen. Down here below my oven, I always keep baking equipment. So I have my oven mitts, I have a couple muffin tins, I have mini muffin tins, my baking sheets, I have a few different sizes, and I really like the kind that have a rim because it keeps any juices from dripping onto the bottom of my oven. So all of my baking sheets have rims. I got this for my entire team for Christmas, and it is awesome. You don't have to spray any oil, and muffins and egg cups easily come out of the mold when they're done cooking. It's so cool. Okay, here I have silverware. So by the stove, I have my cooking utensils. So different tongs, some wooden spoons, spatulas. I feel a little bit like Marie Kondo with folding my towels and having them nice and neat. But having an organized kitchen just makes you so happy and less stressful if you like to cook in the kitchen. So here I have, it's a little bare right now, but I have my Ziploc bags, my foil parchment paper, and then different size Tupperware here. These are almond butter chocolate chip cookies that I just made. They're coming to the vlog next week. Can't wait for you guys to have that recipe. It's so yummy. Okay, love mason jars. They're cheap and great for storage, so I have a variety of sizes on hand. And then by the stove, I also keep all of my oils and salt and pepper. So I have this turntable because it makes it really easy to access things, versus if I didn't have it, then I would have to like constantly reach around and knock things over. So these you can get at Target, you can get them at the Container Store, and they're great. Okay, last but not least, my cup section. So I think that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little kitchen tour. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I think it's just because I get so excited about everything in the kitchen and organization. So if you're looking to stock your kitchen or want the specific brand of anything that I mentioned, check out my latest blog post on fitlivingeats.com. You can see everything there. If you know someone who's getting married, send it their way. They can shop my kitchen and feel so much more confident in cooking at home, knowing that they have everything that they need on hand. And then there's also the link to my Amazon page where you can check out all of the different brand and specific tools and things that I just kind of walked you through.